Hey everyone. All right, it's been a couple days. I was doing some research, as you can see on the screen here. It is a Steam Deck dock. There's only a few of these patterns out there. This seemed to be the smaller portable one that would provide everything we want. According to this guy, this is what it's going to look like here when it's done. I mean, he obviously used a dual head printer. I do have one of those, but I didn't do it that way. But anyway, you see that. Here's what it looks like when it's mounted. And here's the ports on the core dock. This is the core dock. As you can see, it says core right here. It's from a Nintendo Switch kit. Let's see here, what else we got. So here it is again and again. Okay, it looks nice. So I went ahead and I grabbed the design. I don't know what he used to slice it because there's a serious problem with his design. So let's take a look at it here. So if we open up Simplified 3D here, as you can tell, I was already messing with it. I had to print it vertical. There's issues with it horizontal, which let's go ahead and just import a new one. As soon as I find it again, let's see here, downloads. Here it is. There we go. All right. So it looks good, right? All one piece. Awesome. The only thing I would need to do would be to add some supports right here. Right in this opening right here. All right, so if we go to supports, generate automatic supports. Huh. Okay, well, there's definitely something off with this geometry because it's not recognizing that, that's a gap. It needs supports. But more importantly, there's this thin little line right here. I don't know if you can see it. Let me see if I can zoom in some more here. See it? Right there. So let's scroll back. Now let's just go ahead and just prepare to print without doing anything. Look at that. It's actually two separate pieces. See, that's not even connected. Not only that, but look, there's a gap between the bottom of the part and the bed. And I can't create supports for that because you can't put supports in after it's sliced. But before it's sliced, that gap doesn't exist. I thought this was by design, but I'm not sure if it is or not. To leave it open for some kind of venting or something for the dock. So let's see. Does he show a picture of his without anything in it? No, he does not. But I swear I saw a picture on Reddit or something, and it was a solid bottom design. But anyway, even if not, okay, we can work with it. You can always cut out a gap. Well, you don't have to cut out a gap. It's right here. But anyway, so I went ahead, and as you saw in the first image when I first loaded up the program here, I flipped it vertical. So instead of 5 hours, well, 6 hours printing, it actually took 12. And what it did was, let's go ahead and turn this on. It printed two separate pieces, and the other piece broke, so I threw it away. I was trying to get the supports out, and it ended up breaking. I had the supports too thick. So anyway, like, okay, well, this slice went wrong. Okay, great. So then I go ahead and I decide to open Chitubox or Chitabox or whatever the hell they want to pronounce it. Okay. All right, so that's the lid. So let's go ahead and remove that. Let's bring the stand in. Okay, so this is for a filament printer, which is why the bed is so small. It's not a micro printer. It's a filament, or not a filament. It's a resin printer. So we have to turn it 90 degrees, stand it up. Now, I can't print it this way. Is it this way? No. I would have to do, there we go. That way it starts from down here. I mean, technically, it actually prints like this. So that's why this gap, I can't have this gap first. I have to have everything attached to the bed. So this is what it looks like when I print it. Okay, fine. So let's go ahead and print it. And, oh man, wow. I'm sitting here explaining everything and you're not even seeing it. Okay, here's what I was looking at. Sorry. Everything I just explained, you couldn't see. But here it is. This is the way you actually look at it when you're designing it. But this is the way it actually prints upside down. So this is for a resin printer. So it starts up here and it goes down, dips it in, and goes up. So it's kind of reversed from a filament printer. So anyway, okay. So now I printed it. So here we have it. I painted it. I gave it a little bit of a hammered metal coating. So here it is. I broke this piece off. So I dipped both ends in some of the resin and stuck it back and put it back in place and stuck it in the UV light, and that'll glue it back in place. Since resin cures, it's just like using the ABS slurry type stuff where you melt it with some acetone and you can use that for glue for ABS parts. So all in all, it printed pretty well. So then I went ahead and he has a lid, which I believe you saw in the first design. Where's it at? Downloads. Okay, all right, let me, there we go. So there it is there. So we just need to rotate that 90 degrees and it's all flat and fits. All right. The problem with the design on that one is it prints too big. It doesn't fit. Um, this one I've already sanded down, but it was actually way too big. This one I tried to sand it flat, but you can kind of see there's a tiny little arc there. And then I kind of over sanded it a little bit. And I threw a little bit of paint on it to make it look nice. But it does actually go on there. See, yeah, I just snapped that little piece off right there because the lid didn't fit, but I'll just re-glue that back on. But anyway, I mean, if you want to do a little modification to it, like when this is done printing, sand it down, maybe a little bit more square than I did, then this dock will actually work. I don't have the actual piece for inside or anything yet, but if you want to see it or see what it looks like with the Steam Deck in it, there it is. I mean, it works. It definitely, I'm not afraid of the thing falling or anything. I mean, it's definitely sturdy enough. So I'll put the designs down in the description so you can download them. Uh, give the guy credit. Maybe somebody can rework the design a little bit, make it a little bit more friendly to other slicers. I mean, let's see here. Come on, close. Yes, I want to quit. Did I leave the other one open? No, I did not. Where's it at? Sorry about this. I'm getting lost looking for. There it is. Simplify 3D. So here it is again. You can zoom in. I mean, it's kind of a mess, really. I mean, it's not a bad try, and I'm sure his slicer works fine for it. But again, I don't know what he used to get it to slice correctly because either the base unit is fine, and the lid for the back here is too big, or my slice ends up cutting this piece right along this gap right here on the wireframe. And since I'm not a designer, there's no way for me to even attempt to fix it. I tried the repair kind of thing, repair normals, repair flip triangles, but it doesn't seem to have any effect on it. Flip surface, remove duplicate, remove orphan. Yeah, it's, you know, ah, yeah, see, it removed all kinds of stuff. So anyway, I'm not worried about saving it, but I just thought I'd give a quick little review of one of the docks that are the stands that are out there for so you can make your own dock. Um, so I'm gonna try to find a couple more that are a little more inclusive or as inclusive as this one. There are a lot of stands out there that really do look nothing more than than something like these. You know, it comes up like a little higher angled back, a little bit more, you know, or a wider base, just so it doesn't fall over. Because obviously, if you try to stick it in this, it's so heavy, it's just gonna, it just wants to fall. So some of them are just a little wider, or they're like mini laptop type stands. And those aren't the ones I want. I saw one online there that I'd like to print out where it looks similar to this, but it has a higher backing with a couple of square holes cut in it, so you could put the mini fans um, aiming towards the back of the deck, which might be helpful considering it does run really hot, even the few minutes I played with it. So anyway, I'm gonna let you go. This one's been really boring, but I just wanted to show you an example of a dock, and then of course I got to go repair this one. I'm just gonna dip that edge um, in the resin, and then I'll just stick it under my UV light, and it'll bake it right back into place. And I'll probably sand this down a little bit more. But anyway, all in all, if you're not afraid of just a little bit of work, a little bit of sandpaper work, I would probably recommend this one. Included in his links down here. Let me turn it back on. Included in his links down here, he has the hub, both on Amazon and not. And there's my phone. All right. So anyway, that's the core right there, and then that's pretty much it. Like I said, on his page, he has the other stuff. So see y'all later.